Hey, everybody, how are you doing? Look, technical difficulties, but we're back. So, what I'm going to do is, I actually have some amazing women on here who will be part of the Mother's Day event here in Columbus, Ohio on April the 29th. So, these ladies are going to tell you a little bit about their products and service so you can check them out. I already have my list ready to go. So, go ahead, ladies. Who would like to go first?
All right, I'll go. Again, my name is Gladys, and want to say thank you, Pam, for having us or having me on this event of this podcast. Um, well, I'm owner of Swahili House 254, and it is a jewelry store, and we are catering to authentic African handmade jewelry pieces and accessories. And pretty much that's what we're dealing with right now. It's straight from the motherland.
Oh, so is the piece that you're wearing one of those pieces that they will be able to purchase at the
Yes.
event?
Yep. This is one of
Beautiful.
them, different colors. So there's lots more. So depending on what you're into, yes, statement piece is unique.
Absolutely
Yep.
gorgeous.
Thank
And
you.
Shakira, tell everybody a little bit about your product.
I make bangle bracelets, rings from artistic wire. Um, so I do make these from hand, and it's a passion of mine. I just started doing it because I was at home, bored, and it was in the pandemic. And this is one of my pieces. This is the a pearl bracelet, and I also make steaming herbs. Um, yeah, and that's what I do. Also, thank you for having me as well, Pamela.
Oh no, ladies, this has been amazing. This is fun. So real quick, ladies, as we have talked about a little bit about your, if you could tell everybody what your win is, and then lastly, what is your what's next?
Oh, are you asking me?
Yes, ma'am. You go first,
Okay.
and then we'll have Gladys go next.
Okay. So my win for this week is I got some inventory done. I've been holding on to my herbs for like at least a month, not sure how to go about it because this item is like fairly new. Um, so yeah, this is my steam that I call Mama's Self Care because it's good for postpartum care. It has herbs like rosemary, mugwort, and calendula. So it smells really minty and sweet. It's good. Good for the reproductive needs of women. What was the next question?
What
My
is your
what's next?
Yeah, well, so what's your what's next for this for what's your what's next?
So what's next is I want to figure out how to advertise better, like reach more people. Because what I get most of the time when I show people my jewelry, they're like, "Oh, that's really nice," but they don't know much about it. So
Uh-huh.
I'm just trying to pique people's interest a little bit more and be more professional because I want to go a little bit further and have an online store.
Love it. And Gladys, what about you?
Okay. So I think the first part was what was the win? Oh,
Yeah, what is your win for this week?
win was adding more inventory. Like I mentioned, it's I'm dealing with authentic jewelry from specifically Kenya right now. Um, so I'm working on getting my inventory to me in about a week. So I will have something for Mother's Day Bazaar. So y'all come and check it out. And working on my logo.
Ooh,
There's having a name and then there's a logo, which is it's quite a lot, and I'm working on that right now. So I would say my win is putting my efforts towards that.
love it, love
Yeah.
it. So let me ask you this. Let me ask you both of you ladies, as we're getting ready to end our half of our show, what would you like to leave our listeners with? And also, how can they find you ladies?
I just would like to leave ladies with it's always important to take care of yourself first. And, you know, other people's opinions of, saying that you can't do something, don't listen to that. You know what you're best at. You know what you're good at. So just keep trying because failure is part of succeeding.
And how can someone connect with you before Mother's Day?
Before Mother's Day on my Facebook page, it's Mind, Body, and Temple. Um, if you put that in the search box, I think that should pull up my business page on Facebook.
I got it. Mind, body, and temple. Got it. Gladys, what about you?
Well, so I would say, being that I'm pretty new in this entrepreneurial journey, it's going for it. Like we had spoken earlier, get it out of your mind, write it down, um, you know, do the research. I think it's a matter of, if you feel it in you that you can be able to provide something, um, go for it. It's scary. It is scary. It is um, overwhelming sometimes, but just boost her and proceed to the next step.
And how
Um,
can someone, if they wanted to find you, how could they connect with you before the Mother's Day event?
y'all can come and look at me on my Facebook page. There is Swahili House 254.
Okay.
I also do have a website which is the same name, swahilihouse254.com.
Love it. Well, you
Yeah.
know what, Gladys and Shakira, I cannot wait to see your items. Jamie, I know Jasmine will be on. Hopefully, she'll be able to join us later, but I cannot wait to see all your items in person because I got my list because I've seen everybody's products and services. So I'm super excited to see you. Those of you who are just now tuning in, we are actually will be part of the event that is hosted here in Columbus, Ohio by Miss Letitia Rains, and it's a Mother's Day event, and it's April the 29th from 2 to 7. I will drop the flyer in the feed so you'll get to see where it's at. But if you have any questions in the meantime, drop them in the feed. I definitely will connect you to them. Ladies, I would love for you to stay. You're inviting you to stay if you would like to hear about the next amazing guest. That her name is Sadie. And Sadie is actually, we were talking a little bit in the back in the green room. She is a recording artist and she's a songstress. So you ladies are more than welcome to stay or you can leave, but it's all up to you. I wanted to hear it's all about us empowering each other. Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, I'm bringing Sadie on. Sadie is a singer, songwriter, and a music mentor. She's based in Toronto. Her mission is to help people express themselves through art and creative ways. Coming from a repressed culture background, she has had to learn 10 to 0 to 100% of how to release her own music videos, and other art projects all on her own. So, without further ado, everyone, let me bring Miss Sadie onto the stage.
Hi,
Hey, lady.
how are you?
Good. After the technical difficulty, I'm good now. So, how about you?
That's just how life is, right? We gotta get through it.
Absolutely. Got to get through it. Got to get through it. Let me bring Jasmine on for a little bit, and then you and I can go.
Okay, sounds good.
Hey, Miss Jasmine, thank you for joining us. Dude, we have
Hey.
technical difficulty. So as I was telling the other ladies, I was asking them, what is your win? What is your win for this week? And what is your what's next for your business?
My win for the week was to publish my journals on Amazon, which I got 3 of them done this week. Many more to come. And my what's next is to connect with other women to create an extra stream of income by creating a journal business where I'll do all the work and all they have to do is just order and promote their business.
I love that. I cannot wait. I already wrote that down. Like, I need to connect with you. I think that is a great idea. What I did let the ladies know, though, what I will do is I will piece both of the interviews together and air them so everyone will get to see them both. To let
Okay.
you know, I apologize for technical difficulties, but I'm going to come bring you back. I want to thank you. Let everybody. I told everybody that they will get to connect with all of you amazing ladies here at the event on April the 29th from 2 to 7. Jasmine, if they wanted to get a hold of you before now or connect with you before the event, how could they do that?
I have a website. It's www.mylittlecreations with a K LLC.com. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or Etsy is My Little Creations LLC, and they can just send me a message through there.
All right. Well, how would you like to leave the ladies? If there's a lady sitting there like, wow, I admire her, what would you like to leave her with?
Thank you, and just get started. I think everybody should be an entrepreneur. Do something. Follow your dreams. Follow your passion. Get started somewhere.
I
Just
love it. I love it. Well, I will invite you, as I did the other ladies, if you would like to hear Sadie's amazing story.
Mhm.
Miss Sadie I think we were on earlier, and she's
Mhm.
a songwriter. She's doing some amazing work. You're more than welcome to stay
Mhm.
and listen to her story, or you can leave. It's all up to you. But I would love to invite you to stay if you like to.
I'll stay.
Good. So Miss Sadie, so as I talked about, we talked about you being a songwriting. How did you even get into becoming a songwriter?
So I kind of self-learned everything. It was the internet. Like internet is my hero. I love it so much because I learned everything from the internet. I just knew that there was like this way of communicating like thoughts and feelings through songs, and it was always such an attractive like skill to me. When I heard everybody else's songs, I was like, "Oh, I really want to do that." And I knew that if I want to do it, like if somebody else did it, I could do it in my own way. So I always like had this journal of writing little poems. It started with those little poems and like lyrics, and then after a few like months you get the rhymes going, and then you're like, okay, I think I want to like put music to this. So every stage of it I kind of like had to google, go on YouTube, see what everybody else is doing, and also kind of like reverse engineer the songs that I liked, to really like dissect them and see what I like about them and try to recreate my own versions.
So what was the toughest part of starting all of this, your journey into the music world?
Wow, there's so many ups and downs, but I think the most challenging part, maybe a lot of artists will relate to this, is the point where you want to put your work out there and you're like, I've done all this work, like I've checked everything, and I like my own song, but it's like a little bit scary and like vulnerable to just put it out there because, like, what's gonna happen? And what if nothing happens? That's also a possibility. And I'm really like glad that I actually pushed that publish button every time that I had something to share, because I know a lot of people get stuck behind that stage and I know how frightening it is. But we just got to put it out there. That's something I believe.
I agree. That is again, those of you, if you have not, I don't know if you I have, I checked out her music. I'll let her tell you a little bit about her music and you guys have to check it out, but it is amazing. Her voice is amazing. So as you've gone through the journey and where you are at, what was one regret that you had or you have?
One regret. Maybe all of the overthinking that I have done, or the self-sabotage, which, you don't really or understand you're doing it until you come out of it and you're like, whoa, what was I doing for 6 months, just like contemplating everything? And I think that I would just want to be more of an action artist, just like put stuff out there, try things. I know that I spent a long time since I was young, up until like a few years ago, maybe, where I had so much self-doubt. I was looking for some authority to approve of me before I put myself out there and before I went all in, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Is like you want somebody else to invest in you before you invest in yourself, and
True.
that just will never work out. And that's what I regret. Like, I mean, it's kind of like I had to go through the pain. This is how I make sense of everything, that I had to go through this. And a lot of it was just me alone figuring this stuff out and like getting my thoughts out of like my head and figuring out what is the issue that's like stopping me from going a little bit bigger than I want. And yeah.
I
So
love it. I totally agree. I think we all, especially as women, we all face that self-doubt, and it's just how long do we let self-doubt hold us back from our what's next. So I
mhm.
totally agree with you there. So as you have gone through and you're doing some amazing work, and we're talking about your songs, they don't know, but I do. What is your top? What type of songs do you sing, and what is your songs about?
I mostly write love songs. Pretty much all of my songs are about love. I just love love songs. They're so amazing. Everybody relates to them in some type of way, and it just like it brings you in a good mood. And I just feel like since I was like a teenager, I would listen to love songs that were like really deep and passionate and be like, wow, this guy understood me. He understands what I'm saying. And I kind of wanted to bring that like I wanted to say the things that sometimes we don't find words for, and then sometimes we never find words for, and we just bring it out through the music and like the sounds rather than the words. And so right now, my genre I would say is just like pop love songs that I write.
Yeah, I agree.
And I like
I
to give good vibes. That's what I like to do with my
I
songs.
have to say they're very good vibe. So someone just asked me, how can they find where is your music and where can they find it at?
So I have some songs published on Spotify, iTunes, and like all the streaming platforms. You can find me under Sadie Eliza. And I also have a YouTube channel that's also called Sadie Eliza, and where I have like music videos and some other like cover songs that I haven't put on Spotify. And I also have some vlogs for musicians who want to get started. Maybe that will cause some kind of inspiration for people to step into their musical journey.
Yeah. So I do have someone that actually they did say how they're sitting at their desk right now and they're like, I want to start doing this. How what would be your piece of advice for one? Because let me first say, I can't sing. Okay. So I'm very clear of what I cannot carry a note, I cannot sing. But if there's someone sitting somewhere and they want to get into the music business, what would you like to tell them?
First of all, I'm sure you can sing.
Yeah, I can't hold a note.
I'm not going to put you on the spot right now, but I would say that there is a lot of different roles you can play in the music industry. It's not just one thing or one genre. If you don't know any instruments, you always have your voice. If you don't know a lot of like the theory stuff, you don't need to know it. You don't need to know that stuff to get started. You really have to just start a heart connection with what you want to put out there. And with minimal skills, when you have like that soul connection and like a purpose, like an intention. I want to make you feel good. I'm going to make you feel good through this thing that I'm going to create. The intention is enough for you to create a piece, like a song, or sometimes it could just be like a video, whatever you want to get into. And you don't have to do it alone. Like we
Mhm.
think that we have to learn everything alone and then go out there and make everything by ourselves. No, you can delegate parts. You can get your own team together. You can just be the mastermind who says, I do like this sound, I don't like that one. Can you switch it up? And there's so many experts out there who are willing to do the work, paid or unpaid collaborations. There's just a big ocean of opportunities when it comes to music, and we should just trust and like know that what we have to share matters to the world. It really does.
So true. I like that. So let me ask you, what is your what's next?
Ooh. Well, I'm in the process of putting together a program for newbie artists who are about to like get started on their self-expression journey,
Hmm.
just to kind of like give a support and also like an overall vision, um, using the help of those people themselves. They have to bring out the vision with the support of a mentor, and I'm just trying to get that program together and launched within this year, because I know that a lot of people struggle with self-expression, whether they want to like pursue music and arts as like a professional career that brings them all of their income, or if they just want to do it as kind of like a hobby where you feel fulfilled in life, you feel seen, you feel heard, you feel noticed, and you have like something to look forward to. I think it's really important to like bring out that culture. And we're in 2023, like everything is so much easier than ever. And I know that people are more interested in different people. Like, I want to know how you're living your life, what stories you have to tell. And I'm sure there is an audience for everybody out there.
I like that. I like that a lot. And then what is your win for this week?
So, in the process of making this program, I actually put out a post on my Instagram where I invited creatives who find themselves in the beginner stages to have like a 30-minute interview with me on Zoom. It was like a vulnerable post where I'm just like asking for help, and I'm, waiting for people to approach. And I've had like 6 people sign up so far. I did the first interview today. And we kind of like chatted about their goals and what their obstacles are, just to expand my own research before I actually launch this thing. And I just can't imagine, like, I can't believe that people help so much. There was no strings attached, nothing out of it, but people volunteered and they gave me their time, and I'm so grateful for it.
Oh, I'm excited. I can't wait to see this going on. So, before we end this show, which has gone by so fast, and I so appreciate you, what do you do for self care? I think that is so important. So, what do you do for self care for yourself?
Self-care. So this year I've focused on it more because I feel like whenever I let go of the self-care like routines or just the intention, everything like gets out of my hands. It's like the steering wheel that goes out of your hands, and then I don't know like how to remain balanced. So I'm taking it more seriously this year, starting with my body, just like trying to feel good in my body every single day, and then listening to it and moving it in the way that I feel like it.
Hmm.
um, and also, I invest a lot in like mentors and workshops where I know that there's going to be a transformation in the other end. So I'm constantly working with like a one-on-one coach, or I go to these like workshops where I work on my mindset just to like fuel myself with some good vibes and energy. And
Yeah.
I always see the effect of it on the other end, where I actually become more productive. Like, I meet more people for some reason, just because like I'm on a different frequency and I'm just like connecting better with everyone. So I do that at least like once or twice a year. I do take like workshops and stuff like that. So it's a never-ending journey, the self-love, and it keeps changing forms, I think.
I agree with you. I too, I totally relate with you on starting to pay more attention to myself and being more intentional on the steps that I take. And I'm really just watching the things that I'm doing more so. Now you're right. Sometimes, we lose focus on those but I can tell now. I can see
Yeah.
it. I'm not feeling so complete because I'm not walking in the attentions that I'm supposed to be walking in. But getting more focused actually is my one of my goals for this year is to become more intentional and being working in as I'm walking in intention, being more focused, and as well as sitting in the table with the women that we have such huge ideas, and how are we going to get these huge ideas moving off the table and moving into the directions that we want to do. And so that is my what I'm doing for myself. But I agree with you. It's so important to get connected to ourselves and being focused on us, because we can't serve anybody else if we can't serve ourselves first.
That's right. That's
Yeah. So before we close it down, I want to thank you again for joining me. I will let you leave the last word. What would you like to leave our listeners with?
Thank you so much for having me. This means so much to me. I just want to say for my last word, like, do the things that come cross your mind, the ideas that cross your mind. They're worth giving it a shot. There's no right or wrong or like mistakes. Just like build as you go, try things, take risks, even embarrass yourself if you have to a few times. There's like nobody's gonna remember this stuff, nobody's gonna remember, and as long as you can move on from your mistakes and the things that you take, the things that you learn from them, you can create magic in this world. And I know that everybody has the potential to create magic. We all have it inside of us, as long as we appreciate it and we see it worthy enough for the world to see as well. I know the world needs you, so you can step up if you want.
You guys, I can't even follow by it. I can't even say anything else. I mean, she really did say it for me, and I'm so appreciative. This was so amazing of a show. I've learned so much from all of you amazing women, and knowing that we're out here creating this impact on the world, so women know that they can live their best life, no matter what it is. Just have to go out here, as Sadie says, just go out here and do it. And if you mess up, so what? I'm with her. If you mess up, you don't let it hold you back. Just keep it going. Until next week, everybody, know that you are all amazing and you all rock. And go after your what's next as we're doing it. We're not perfect. We may fall a little bit, but we're still getting up, brushing ourselves off, and we're moving forward. Until next week, everyone. If you have any questions, drop them in the feed. I will definitely get them to, if I can't answer them, know that I don't. I pass them on to all the amazing ladies, because I believe in a tribe, that we all are here to support each other. So if you have any questions, or if you want to get connected, oh Sadie, before I forget, how can I connect to you?
So I'm on Instagram, sadie.eliza, or I have a website, www.sadieeliza.com.
Okay. So you guys, I hope you got it. If not, I will put it in the feed, and we will see you next week. Sadie, don't go anywhere. Got something to ask you. Take
Thank you.
care, everybody. This was so much fun. Yay.
Yay. Bye.